I'll be ranking every transformation from Dragon Ball's villains, from the pinnacle of Z tier, the best, to F tier, the worst. In this video, we'll focus on the best looking and the most impactful transformations that the villains in Dragon Ball have gone throughout its franchise. Also, I'll be ranking them based on how the form looks and what they do or accomplish in the form. With the groundwork laid, let's begin. Starting from the bottom and working my way up, we have the F tier. I only have two transformations in this tier: the blue version of Android 13 and Bio Broly. Regarding Android 13's blue form, there isn't much to say other than the fact that its design, in my opinion, is one of the worst. It was introduced in a somewhat lackluster Dragon Ball Z film, which further diminishes its appeal. Bio Broly, on the other hand, is an even worse form. It strips away everything cool about the original Broly, leaving behind a hollow shell of what once made the character compelling. Moreover, Bio Broly's demise is one of the most unsatisfactory and poorly executed deaths I've witnessed in the Dragon Ball series. Next, we move on to the D tier, which includes a collection of transformations that, while not outright terrible, fail to leave a lasting impression. In this tier, I have placed Zarbon's transformation, Frieza's third form, Cell's second form, Buu with Piccolo absorbed, Garlic's transformation, the Big Janemba, and the Gray Evil Buu. Zarbon's transformation is one of the ugliest, but this ugliness seems to be unintentionally comedic, contrasting with his base form. Despite its unappealing appearance, Zarbon's transformation nearly succeeded in killing Vegeta during their initial fight, earning it a spot in the D tier. Frieza's third form is considered the weakest of his transformations, not in terms of strength, but in terms of notability. Its only significant action was defeating Piccolo by blasting him in the air. After that, Frieza quickly transforms into his final form. While I don't hate its appearance, as it's visually more interesting than his other forms, its lack of memorable moments relegates it to this tier. Cell's second form shares a similar fate to Frieza's third form, often overshadowed by Cell's other transformations and left out of many Dragon Ball media adaptations. This form has taken numerous L's, from its appearance alone, then by being halted by Tien's Tri-Beam, to being defeated by both Vegeta and Trunks. Its only noteworthy achievement was capturing Android 18. Buu with Piccolo absorbed was a transformation I debated placing in the F tier due to its lack of screen time, and Goku's confidence in not needing fusion to defeat it. However, its design as an intelligent Super Buu and its ability to absorb Gohan prevent it from falling into the lowest tier. Garlic's transformation, much like Android 13's form, doesn't accomplish much beyond fighting Goku and Piccolo, but I do find its design more appealing. The same can be said for the Big Janemba and the Gray Evil Buu. Moving on to the C tier, we have Metal Cooler, Broly's blue Super Saiyan form from the first Broly movie, Cooler's true second form, Broly's regular Super Saiyan form, and Hirudegarn. Starting with Metal Cooler, there isn't much to say beyond the fact that his design is pretty good, and he performs some interesting feats in the movie featuring this form. Broly's blue Super Saiyan form could potentially be placed in the A or even Z tier solely based on its aesthetics. I absolutely love the blue hair color with its dark blue or purple highlights, making it incredibly cool visually. However, the issue lies in the fact that Broly accomplishes nothing significant in this form. The only reason why it's here is because I think the transformation looks really good. Regarding Broly's regular Super Saiyan form, while not as cool as his blue counterpart, it's still a decent transformation. Although this form receives considerable screen time in the movie, it's almost treated as a joke due to the antics of Goten and Trunks, diminishing its menacing aura to the point where even Videl can briefly hold her own against it. Hirudegarn, despite its ugly appearance, has a design that I find quite cool. This giant, devilish, insect-like creature manages to overpower all the Z fighters, including Goku, potential unleashed Gohan, Vegeta, and Gotenks, making for an imposing presence. Similar to Broly's blue-haired transformation, Cooler's second form could have ranked a bit higher if judged solely on design. However, like many movie-exclusive forms, it suffers from limited screen time. This form is revealed closer to the end of the movie, and its most notable feat is overpowering Goku while he's in his base and Kaioken forms, before being swiftly defeated once Goku transforms. Also, if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Anyways, now let's examine the transformations that fall into the B tier, a respectable category that showcases some notable and impactful forms. Great Ape Vegeta always manages to captivate me, as I always love a good Great Ape transformation. Witnessing Vegeta unleash this form and brutally overpower Goku was insane to see, leaving me wondering how they would stop Vegeta until Yajirobe unexpectedly intervened. This form allowed Vegeta to mercilessly pummel Goku to the point of immobility, a sight that still resonates. Frieza's second form instilled a genuine sense of terror when I first watched it as a kid. The idea of Gohan, Krillin, and Vegeta surviving this seemingly insurmountable threat felt uncertain, especially when Frieza stabbed Krillin with his horn. While visually similar to his first form, albeit taller, the design still manages to captivate. Cell's first form boasts one of the best villain introductions in all of Dragon Ball, with his eerie presence as he stealthily drains people from city to city. The form's design is equally creepy yet cool, contributing to the overall unsettling vibe. Moving on to Fat Buu. While the design is cool, it's not his best form, but it does have a big impact throughout the Buu saga. Broly's Ikari form, though visually similar to his base form, has subtle differences that make it cooler. This form's ability to match Super Saiyan God Vegeta and even Blue Goku in combat is a testament to its power. Moreover, the transformation itself is unique, harnessing the power of the Great Ape while allowing Broly to maintain his base form. Broly's full-power Super Saiyan form is visually stunning, harkening back to the older aesthetic. However, it had the misfortune of facing Gogeta, landing only 2 blows before being utterly outclassed once Gogeta went blue. A cool transformation that I'm sure will do better against a different opponent, but for right now it lands here. Finally, Buu-Tanks is a form of Buu that absolutely humbled Gohan in their fight. While not my favorite Buu design, his presence and power make him a cool addition. Now we arrive at the A tier, which includes transformations that have left an indelible mark on the Dragon Ball franchise, boasting iconic designs, formidable powers, and narrative significance. Frieza's first form is a truly iconic look, with his menacing presence looming throughout the entire Namek saga, and his actions resulting in the annihilation of the Saiyan race. Goku Black's Rosé transformation is not only visually striking but also a testament to his power, as he repeatedly overpowered the Z-Fighters with Zamasu's aid before they were finally able to secure a victory. This form has solidified itself as an iconic transformation for an equally iconic character. Broly's legendary Super Saiyan form in the original Z movie is no laughing matter. He terrorized the Z-Fighters for the entirety of the film, showcasing his overwhelming might before they ultimately prevailed. The design itself has become an iconic representation of Broly and his strength. Janemba boasts one of the best designs and abilities in the Dragon Ball universe in my opinion. His power was so formidable that he pushed Goku and Vegeta to the brink, forcing them to fuse to stand a chance against him. Both Super Buu and Buuhan possess really cool designs, and an aura of menace that pervades their presence. Super Buu, in particular, made a chilling first impression by killing everyone on the planet, leaving only those on the lookout alive. Super Broly's Super Saiyan form ranks higher than his full power form due to its menacing and frightening aura. The transformation sequence itself was executed brilliantly, and Broly's strength at this point was so overwhelming that Vegeta and Goku had no choice but to flee and fuse. Even when faced with Gogeta, he put up a remarkable fight, further solidifying his place in this tier. Lastly, Golden Frieza, a recolored take on Frieza's final form. This form is Frieza's main transformation in Dragon Ball Super, and stands out as a cool transformation that played a pivotal role in 2 major story arcs, cementing its significance. Finally, we arrive at the pinnacle, the Z tier, reserved for the most iconic and impactful transformations in the Dragon Ball universe. First up is Frieza's final form, undoubtedly his most iconic and, in my opinion, his best looking form to date. Its impact on the Namek saga cannot be overstated, as this form allowed Frieza to battle toe-to-toe with the likes of Piccolo, Gohan, Vegeta, Krillin, and ultimately Goku himself, cementing his place in Dragon Ball lore. This form is also associated with the death of Krillin and the first Super Saiyan transformation, furthering its legacy. Next is Perfect Cell, a villain whose design is among my favorites, and whose form is a centerpiece of my favorite saga. Much like Frieza's final form, Perfect Cell's impact and sheer coolness are undeniable, making it a worthy addition to the Z tier. Kid Buu, my favorite incarnation of Buu, is a force of nature. With no need for words or exposition, he simply blew up the planet, fought dead people in heaven, which is actually insane by the way, and then proceeded to engage Goku and Vegeta in battle, taunting and dancing all the while. It took the combined efforts of nearly everyone in the universe to charge up the Spirit Bomb powerful enough to defeat him, solidifying his place among the most formidable transformations. Last but certainly not least, Majin Vegeta, a remarkably cool character with an iconic transformation. He gave us one of the best choreographed fights and a long-awaited rematch between Goku. Furthermore, he delivered some of the most iconic speeches in Dragon Ball history, culminating in a beautifully executed sacrifice that brought his bad guy character arc to a poignant conclusion. These transformations have left an indelible mark on the Dragon Ball franchise, captivating audiences with their visual impact, narrative weight, and sheer power. Their inclusion in the Z tier is a testament to their enduring legacy. And those are my rankings for villain transformations from Dragon Ball Z throughout the years. Let me know which is your favorite or least favorite transformation, and how would you have ranked them? But if you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe. Also, check out my other videos. See you there!